Hi everyone, this is Dr. Tiva from the San Jose Animal Care Center. Thanks for stopping by to learn about our kitten program and to find out if volunteering with the city is right for you. Just to start off with some basics, the San Jose Animal Care Center houses San Jose Animal Care and Services, also known as SJACS. They take in about 15,000 animals per year, which is a huge number. It's the largest shelter in our area and one of the largest on the West Coast. They're serving the cities of San Jose, Milpitas, Cupertino, and Los Gatos, so it's a large portion of the South Bay, and that means that SJACS takes in many of the animals in our community most in need. So something that's really important to understand is kitten season, which are the warm months between approximately March and October when cats come into heat and have their babies. Many cats live outdoors and are called community cats. These are cats that live in our communities and are loosely owned. They may not be someone's indoor pet cat, but are fed by several members of the community or may have a primary caretaker. But again, they're primary outdoor cats that are not spayed and neutered. So that means that in the spring and summer, they're giving birth to kittens outdoors, in patios, on construction sites, and all over our community. Many community cats are fearful of people and aren't super friendly. So when people approach the nest, mother runs and hides. When people find a pile of newborn kittens under their patio, they immediately assume that the kittens are orphaned and abandoned by mom. In reality, mom is just around the corner. So whenever you find a bucket of kittens in your community, wait and see if mom comes back. If she comes back, then try to trap her and the kittens before taking the whole family to the shelter. Only take kittens from a nest without a mother if you're sure that mom's not coming back, if the kittens are in immediate danger, or if they seem sick or injured. When in doubt, contact your local shelter or humane society to find out what kitten programs they have to offer, because the last thing you want to do is to separate mom from babies and put both in a worse position. Unfortunately, this means that the San Jose Animal Care Center takes in about 5,000 kittens per year, and many of these are newborn, separated from their mother, and require 24-hour care, such as feeding, stimulating to go to the bathroom, heat support, and medical attention. Unfortunately, since the shelter is not a full-service animal hospital and isn't staffed 24/7, we can't take care of these newborns in the shelter. And that's why we rely on you, our community, to volunteer and help us. So, if you're already super psyched about helping out kittens, let's talk about what the requirements are. The city will always provide training and supervision, but you are also expected to work independently as much as possible, not only because of COVID, but just because of the limitations of staffing. We ask for a minimum commitment of fostering at least 3 litters or working 3 shifts per month if you're coming to the facility to work in the nursery. If you're just interested in adopting a kitten, please adopt one of the ones that are ready to go from the adoption floor. Fostering is not designed as a foster to adopt program. We are fostering out kittens that are in critical need. So, if you are interested in helping out long-term, this is definitely the program for you. We really emphasize learning and growing throughout your time as a volunteer, and we want to empower our volunteers to become better kitten caregivers every day. Caring for kittens can be stressful and sometimes sad if they don't make it. However, we always want to think about the kitten's needs first and do what's best for them and their welfare. This means that you need to be able to work with shelter staff to do what's best for the kittens. Finally, it is a requirement of the program that you use Facebook, which is how we do most of our communication. So if you think that you are a person who wants to help kittens, wants to help out more than just once, loves to learn, and wants to take on a challenge, then this is definitely the program for you. When you join our team, you're joining a community of kitten lovers. We're going to provide you with all of the supplies and medical care from the shelter, and you're going to be a part of our very inclusive Facebook groups for support, Q&A, and you're going to have access to all of our online classes and educational resources. Of course, what you're really going to get is an unlimited supply of tiny beans and cute whiskers. So I hope that you're super excited to learn more about what the actual volunteer positions are and to get your hands on some kittens. First up is foster. Taking care of kittens in your home means that they're out of the shelter, they're not going to be exposed to contagious diseases, they're going to get socialized to regular home life, and you're going to be able to monitor them and care for them way better than we will be able to at the shelter. Fostering is best for people with flexible schedules or those who work from home. This is because kittens need to be fed at least a couple times a day. Most of the kittens that are available for foster are unweaned or barely weaned, which means they need to be fed every 2 to 8 hours. In order to be a foster, you need to have reliable transport to and from the shelter and from one of our emergency clinics in Campbell or South San Jose. If you don't live in one of the cities listed below, then unfortunately fostering is probably not a good fit for you. You also need to have transport to the shelter every 2 to 3 weeks, which is when kittens come back to the shelter for their dewormers, their vaccines, and wellness exams to make sure that they're healthy. In addition, you need to be aware that when fostering kittens, emergencies do happen, and you may have to take them to the emergency vet if they get very sick. Next up is overnighting, which is short-term fostering just for the night. We have a huge need for people that are willing to overnight kittens. This is hugely important because when baby kittens come in very late in the day, we don't have time to find long-term foster or rescue to pick them up that same day. So our overnighters play a crucial role in making sure that these babies have a place to go that's safe and they can be fed overnight before being picked up in the morning by somebody else. Overnighting is primarily for kittens which are not weaned, which means that you need to be a bit more experienced to be an overnighter. But if you want to make a huge difference, overnighting is a great way to help if you can't foster long term. If fostering doesn't seem like it's your deal, why don't you come and work at our nursery? We have a kitten nursery that cares for kittens under a pound, and you will get experience bottle feeding and gruel feeding these little babies under staff supervision. It's a great way to get practice and hone your skills. If you are medically inclined, we do have several opportunities for helping out our medical team. This includes doing appointments with staff, helping them with record keeping, giving treatments, injections, vaccinations, or working remotely. We do online video consults for our fosters or telemedicine, and we need people that are willing to give advice over the internet. We also have opportunities for people that are interested in database management or helping with medical record keeping or callbacks for fosters. So there's tons of opportunities to help if you're a bit medically inclined. We have a separate Facebook group for people who are interested in transporting kittens or supplies around the Bay Area. This is a great way to help out rescues or other volunteers who may have issues with transport and timing. And if you live near the shelter, this is a great way. Kitten dashing saves lives. A final way that you can help out is through Kittens First for the San Jose Animal Care Center, which is a 501c3 nonprofit that's partnered with the city to help support their kitten program. They make training videos like this possible and provide the website which has all of the resources for fosters. Kittens First volunteers are San Jose volunteers as well, but focus on administrative support rather than direct kitten care. If you're at all interested in teaching classes or making educational content, or you want to help us promote our kitten program through social media, newsletters, websites, or if you're interested in fundraising, there's tons of remote options available. So I hope everyone found this presentation useful. There's tons of opportunities for volunteering, no matter if you want to come into the shelter, take kittens home, or work remotely. So let us know what works for you. You can find out more information at sanjoseanimals.com and kittensfirst.org. We look forward to seeing your application and hope to hear from you soon. Thanks everyone. Bye!